It's been interesting to listen to this debate, especially when we're hearing from a lot of people that apparently think that they're experts on the southern border that have never been there or probably haven't ever been there. I've been there, Mr. Speaker. 2 years ago, the former majority leader and myself went to Texas. We went to the border. We went to the border crossings. We were hosted by Border Patrol. That was 2 years ago. You talk to the people down in Texas now, it is way worse than it was even just 2 years ago when the former majority leader and myself went down there to see what was going on. The gentleman from the 50th is right. I mean, to see, there's problems with the immigration system. We all know that, but this is more than an immigration crisis. This is a humanitarian crisis at the southern border. To see the way that the cartels have turned human trafficking into a business, making millions and millions and millions of dollars off of the backs of people who are looking for a better life. They have color-coded wristband systems, like when you go to the Dells and go to Noah's Ark and get your wristband that says that you're there. The cartels have created color-coded wristband systems so that the coyotes know where you're supposed to go, how much you've paid, when you're supposed to be there. And you know what they do as they're moving, as the coyotes are moving people through? If somebody gets ill, if a child can't keep up, they leave them behind. They leave them behind in the desert. And we heard stories from ranchers over and over that they find some of these people on their properties. And they're the ones who call in for help to get them attended to because they've been left behind. Multiple sheriffs we met with, Democrats, by the way, elected Democrat sheriffs, who were willing to meet with 2 representatives from Wisconsin because they are so desperate for help that they will talk to anybody, anywhere, anytime to get the message out about how bad things are down there and how they need help and how the Texas law enforcement and the Border Patrol are overrun. They don't have enough people. They even told us the story of they'll have a coyote take a huge group, hundreds across, and they'll make themselves known to Border Patrol so that all of Border Patrol in that sector has to go process these individuals. And then they use where Border Patrol was, where they cleared them out, to start running fentanyl and all kinds of drugs and other individuals who probably wouldn't pass the really stringent vetting of catch and release that's done. So I encourage all of my colleagues, if you have the opportunity, go to Arizona, go to New Mexico, go to Texas. They'd be glad to show you around. They'd be glad to show you what's happening to these individuals. And you know why this is happening? They're being taken advantage of by the cartels. But the cartels are making more money on human trafficking than they are on drugs. That's what's caused this situation, because there was a time we're standing on the border, and the sheriff points across the river, says, "Yep, right there, that guy with the binoculars, he's about to bring a group across." And I said, "Well, is he waiting for us to leave?" He goes, "No, they don't care if we're here. He's waiting for the river to be low enough so that they can make it across. They'll send them right across with us standing right here, with the sheriff standing right there, and some Border Patrol agents." So they know that it's an open border, and that's how they've created this business. So the gentleman from the 50th said it much better than I could, but it was clearly a political decision in 2019 for the governor. Okay, fine. That's 2019. Let's live in the present. It is much worse than it was then. He should do the right thing and call up the governors of those states and say, how can we help? What do you need? And that's what this is about. And I'll tell you what, I talked to members of the National Guard in my district that were there when former Governor Walker sent the Wisconsin National Guard down, and they are more than happy, more than willing to go back and help solve this humanitarian crisis and send the message to the cartel that the border is secure. Stop trafficking humans.